Welcome back to the podcast. Monty Mitchell, ladies and gentlemen. We got Monty back. Big request. How are you, Monty?
I'm good. How are you, Joe?
I'm doing just fine, buddy. Just fine. Happy to have you back here on the Joe Kelley Psychedelic Experience. We always have a wonderful time with you here on the podcast. You're one of the top favorite guests out of all the guests we have on this podcast. Everyone's like, what's that Monty Mitchell guy up to? And I'm like, God damn it. Let's just get him back on the podcast and he could tell you himself how he's doing.
Yeah, everything's good. We had a good run of shows.
Oh, yes.
Last time I seen you.
It's been a minute, but yeah.
A week's worth.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot we did Knoxville on Sunday, and then we went down to Georgia and then Florida. We had ourselves just a hell of a time together.
Just a grand old time. Had shit in the pool.
Oh, let's talk about the shit in the pool, Monty. What happened with the shit in the fucking pool, dude?
Man, I was looking so forward to that pool too. You know, that's a big reason why we got that shitty hotel room. And Joe gets in. Joe gets in, and immediately there's just a turd right there next to the step.
Do you agree that it was a turd?
I agree.
Okay.
I concur.
The management seemed skeptical.
Yeah, they did.
Which it was clearly a turd, because I mean, I'm not trying to be gross here, but listen, sometimes when you're about to get in the shower and you're like, oh, I better take a shit real quick, and you already got the shower running, so then you don't flush the shit because you're like, oh, I don't want to fuck up the temperature of the water.
Yeah.
And then you forget to flush when you get out.
Hot.
Then you come back later. It's a little bit waterlogged. It's down at the bottom of the toilet now, and it looks a little fuzzy. It's got a little fuzzy thing going on. That's exactly what the fucking shit looked like at the goddamn pool.
Yeah.
And that guy thought we were insane.
Maybe it streaks a little bit as it sank down to the bottom.
It certainly
did. That's what that turd did. It streaked on the side of the pool.
And for some reason they thought we were
It was still there when we left.
Full of shit.
It was still there the next day when we left.
No one cared. No one cared the fact that there was shit in the pool. And I don't know how anybody else didn't. It was very the left clothes too. People left their clothes at the pool.
Yeah, there was when there's some sandals and there was a shirt. There was some swim trunks. There was something.
It was
strange.
Like swim trunks.
You need that.
Do you think it was like a homeless situation maybe?
That could have been. That's a great idea. Still, if you're homeless, it's not like you have a lot of stuff that you can just be throwing away.
Yeah, true. Or maybe you do. Maybe you're a professional and you're out there at the beach just snorkeling in the water, snagging shorts from people.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Did you get that video of that girl doing the frisbee golf and she hooked it around a tree and got a hole in one? I sent you.
I think maybe I watched it. I don't know. I've been not watching videos that people have been sending me lately.
It was crazy. But I thought about it because we got the frisbee, which was the best purchase on our whole trip.
Frisbee was a good move. You can't go wrong with a frisbee. It's like
it's
an old man thing to do. We're still out there moving our bodies a little bit, you know.
We got sweaty. We had good cardio.
We did.
You know, my fingertips got sore.
Yeah, we
probably threw that. We probably threw that thing 488 times.
Yeah, at least 488. 244 apiece,
I think. Man, that was just that first day. Then we threw it on the beach the next day.
Threw it on the beach too. That's just what you do as an old man nowadays.
I think that's not an old man thing.
I never threw a frisbee until I could drink.
Okay.
And then as soon as I started drinking, that was all anybody did. Because all of a sudden, everyone's doing disc golf. It's like I had never heard of disc golf until I turned 21. Everyone's like, yeah, we drink beers and throw frisbees in the woods.
Okay.
I had never, I swear, maybe a little bit here and there, but I had never thrown a frisbee like that before. And then when I moved to Maui, I played regular frisbee like we did with my landlord. But prior to 21 years old, I just thought it was like Europeans that played frisbee, pretty much.
Europeans.
Yeah, right? Because it's like rugby, but where's it from? It's from Connecticut. I'm pretty sure it originated in Connecticut.
Everything comes from Connecticut.
But
Do you know we've talked about this before. The Pez dispenser come from Connecticut.
Did we talk about
Wiffle
that?
ball.
So...
Wiffle ball came from Connecticut. No, they don't get the frisbee. They don't get the frisbee. They got everything else. They got the Colt revolver.
I think they do. I'm pretty sure it was. I'll look it up. Where was the frisbee?
That was invented in Australia. That was the first before they got the boomerang.
Bridgeport, Connecticut.
God dang it. All right. I'll add that to my list for Connecticut stuff.
Bridgeport, Connecticut. The story of but you know how it is. They just claim it. They claim that they were the first ones to come up with a frisbee, but nobody really knows for sure.
It's true. I think Chattanooga claims to have the first tow truck. You get any redneck with a truck and a chain, boom, there's a tow truck. Yeah. I think Kentucky claims to be the birthplace of the cheeseburger. Naturally, you're going to put cheese on a hamburger. Why wouldn't you? You know?
Yeah.
First dude that made the hamburger said this needs cheese on it. So, I don't know.
Is that a joke, Monty? Is that
once upon a time I tried, but it is based on facts. But the joke was terrible.
Yeah.
But it is based on facts.
It's great in this sort of setting where we're just talking.
I didn't work the joke.
Yeah, if I was a regular jack off person, I'd be more into it. But it was like, I think Monty's telling a joke right now, and I don't like it.
No, I wasn't working the joke.
It came off that way, and I wasn't going to let it slide.
Did it?
A little bit.
Did it come off that way?
It seemed like you thought about that. If you're going to put
I had thought about
hamburger, you're going to put cheese on it, of course. Well, where was the hamburger? Hamburg, Germany?
That would make sense. If it didn't come out of Hamburger, Germany, the whole world is a lie.
And you think, or not you think, but Kentucky claims that it took 40 years between Hamburg, Germany inventing the hamburger and them to they were the first ones to put a piece of cheese on it. Nah. No way. Nah. Absolutely impossible.
You know, it would make Kentucky mad if it was like the French. What if the French invented the cheeseburger?
What does Kentucky have against the French?
I don't know. Nobody likes the French. They're rude and they have hairy armpits. Nobody likes the French.
Our women have hairy armpits too nowadays, Monty. Not our women, but you know what I mean. The non-French.
There are those women, yes.
They're not even French either. They're just...
No, just smelly.
Smelly. Not in a good way. Not in a good French way
smelly,
either.
Smelly earth girls.
Some not even of the earth, Monty. Some not even of the earth nowadays. More
they like
squalor of the squalor.
They like making love to snails.
Yeah. Nice. Nice snail. A snail love making.
Snail. Oh slug lover.
Well, since we're talking about states, I have a map pulled up, Monty, that we might be able to have a little bit of fun with here. It's from, I was looking it up the other day. It's I think I lost it now. Hold on. It's a map of the top porn in every state.
All right. Jeez,
have you seen?
Is this going to be really easy or is this going to be really hard?
Well, we'll see. Well, hold on. Let me. I thought it was going to be easy. Looking at it, I thought it was going to be easy. But let's start simple then. What do you think the number one porn in Tennessee is? Since that's where we're at.
It's got to be like family. Is it? Is it
No,
family?
that's a good.
It's
That's a
not?
good guess.
Good. All
I
right.
I
Good.
thought it was going to
Good.
be. That's a great guess. That's more of a fun guess. I thought it was going to be something like just big tits or something like that. You know,
Okay.
I thought it was
Let
going to be
me
something easy, but it's
let me
if you get it, I'll be very surprised.
is it very specific?
I mean,
Is it like feet or is it go that detailed?
yeah. I mean, some of them do. Yeah, yeah.
For Tennessee, it's like very Pacific,
Like
specific.
Nebraska is like
Rub.
whatever that means. Colorado is goth. So yeah,
Ah.
it gets specific.
All right. So Tennessee is uh gang banging.
Ah man, that's a good guess. That's wrong too.
Okay, it's interracial.
No, no, interracial is not. There are some that just say black, but interracial is not a top category in any of the states.
Okay. Because that would have been a good guess. Some country boy that's like, oh, I hate blacks, but then has that
Yeah,
secret fantasy of
yeah.
his wife banging one. Um, ooh. So it's anal.
That's close.
It's just plain old vagina.
No,
Just plain old missionary.
it's the number one for Tennessee is strap on. That's the most searched porn in fucking Tennessee. According to Pornhub, which is the most popular pornography site, is strap on.
Yeah, yeah, that is hilarious.
You never would have thought.
No, because you got these country boys out here it's like, oh, I'm gay boys putting stuff in their butt. See, I was close on the interracial
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Yes.
It's the same. Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking the same when you were explaining it. It's like I was thinking that's pretty much the same thing. It's like no drag shows for kids, but it's like, but also it's strap on, I think, insinuates that it's a woman doing the fucking.
Yeah.
So it's not gay that way.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Well, right.
If you're from Tennessee, if you're just a fella and you're at home and you get caught watching strap-on porn by your lady, you're well. It's not gay. It's a woman.
That's true.
It's a woman fucking my ass.
That's true.
Have you ever seen?
But it's still dick shape going into your butt.
Yeah, but it's a lady.
Yeah.
So it's not gay.
Okay.
It's called.
I'm with you.
It's called massaging. It's stimulating the prostate.
Prostate.
Nothing gay about prostate stimulation.
No, just some boys prefer one that's 14 inches long.
Sure. Yeah.
But all right, what's California?
California is a pretty easy one. It's an ethnicity.
Oh, the Latinos?
No. The other one that's out there.
Puerto Ricans?
No.
Oh, Asians?
There you go.
Really?
Yeah, they're mostly Asian.
There's a lot of Asians out there.
There are a lot.
Yeah.
And it's you think California, those people are crazy and everything. So you think they'd be into something a little bit more specific, but Asian. What do you think Utah is?
Ooh, the Mormons?
Yeah.
What are they into? That's got to be family. That's got to be family. It's got to be mom porn, dad.
Mormon porn is the number one porn in
Mormon
Utah.
porn.
Mormon porn. It's like I don't even know what that would be.
I am so looking that up when I hang up with you. I'm so looking up Mormon porn.
You can look it up. Look it up now and explain it. Because what do you think? What is that? Like just like a handshake and a how do you do, and then you go home.
We just go to our lumber yard.
Because I don't know.
Company.
What are the rules with Mormons in sexual relations? Do you know?
What's the rules? Like no butt stuff?
So do you
What
think?
do you mean?
I don't know. I would just
Straight missionary?
if it's yeah, that's what I'm trying to. Is it like you can only have sex with your wife or whatever? So what's the porn? Some lady just going, "I'm not your wife," and you go, "Oh,
Yeah. What is
I'm a bad. We'll look it up later. We definitely. Well, we're gonna have to because I didn't. I looked this map
Nah.
a couple days ago, and
Hold on.
I wasn't.
Let me go. Let me look it up.
Grab your
Hold
phone.
on.
You got your phone.
Yeah, let me. I don't want to do it on my phone.
Why
Let me
not?
do them. Hold on.
You're getting away. We're gonna take a quick break while Monty goes and looks up Mormon pornography real quick. He has to leave and get. You got to go all the way to the fucking.
I'm right here, Joe.
Jacking off computer, the tablet,
Yeah.
the fucking
Yeah.
the jack tablet.
Yeah, I gotta go to the jack off tablet. Hold on.
The one that's already got all the viruses.
Yeah. I don't want to put none on my phone.
I understand that, brother. You can't be fucking. I mean,
Cat.
Come
oh my
on, dude.
God, this cat.
how are you supposed to jerk off when you're on the toilet if you're not using? Well, you use the pad, but.
You gotta use.
Well, while you're looking it up, what do you think Washington State is? This one I thought was great too.
Washington State.
Washington
Now that-
State.
That one has to be like that one has to be fucking trees or something, all right? That's what they like. Is it oh, maybe it's hot coffee. Hot coffee porn.
You're on the right track with the inanimate objects.
It is inanimate objects.
Yeah. But
like
it's
like a car tailpipe.
it's one that's made for fucking though.
Fleshlights?
Yeah, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Who watches that?
That's sometimes you're just watching people jerking off.
What?
But not just jerking off. You got to have something in between. It's probably something like the strap-on thing where it's like, well, as long as it's not hand to dick contact, this isn't a gay porn for me. This is just that's weird.
That is a weird one.
Fleshlight. I didn't even know that was a jacking off masturbation. I understand, but fleshlight is fucking.
That's a weird one.
Absolutely insane. Iowa is sex toy, but that's not fleshlight. That's okay.
Hey, here you go. Here's your Mormon.
But don't be playing the audio.
I'm not, but
Thank God.
I'll give you the titles. Teen Mormon girl Cadence gets fucked and seated by church member. Virgin blonde Mormon teen fucked to intense orgasms in front of. It says in front of his preacher.
Well, I'm trying to figure out
and
more what it looks like than anything else.
what it looks like.
Well, yeah.
So
Are they just
have
going?
the-
Oh, we have shirts and ties on because that's kind of
No, well,
that's what
yeah,
it looks like.
yeah, but they also have the the stuff that they wear underneath their clothes to protect them from the devil.
No.
Yeah. What's it? Anyways, it's called something, but they all wear it underneath. It's like it looks like kind of like a white t-shirt. It's very thin, and they have pants that go on, and then they put their regular clothes on top of that, but it protects them from the devil. I'm pretty sure. So a lot of this is them wearing that stuff and getting like a blowjob, or this girl looks like she's like fingering herself through it, but they're all wearing this.
So they're just dressed up like
Holy
Mormons and
guard.
going, "Oh, we shouldn't be doing this," and then they give in anyway. I'll even take my devil clothes off.
Christian girl gets it by the bishop.
It sounds very regular.
Yeah. No black people.
Well, that sounds about right.
Oh, there's one. There's one.
It's probably the dirtiest one.
Abby, that redhead Abby.
That's
She's
super extreme.
Yeah.
Well,
that's all it is them wearing that.
Yeah. I think we understand now. I don't think you have to keep looking at porn.
Okay. And then fleshlight. What's another weird? Give me another one. What's New Mexico?
What state you want? What do you think New Mexico is?
It's
a pretty easy one.
Is it?
Yeah. A lot of them
Very
are pretty easy.
be like getting bit by a rattlesnake and she has to suck out the poison.
Yeah.
New Mexico would be
It's just a healthcare show at that point.
New Mexico's pretty easy.
It was Rescue 911. Yeah.
Is it Latinos?
Latinas. But yeah.
Latinas.
Yeah, yeah. Texas is a pretty interesting one.
It is?
Yeah.
Is it?
You probably wouldn't guess it.
Horses?
No.
It's
There's nothing really like that on this whole.
no bestiality.
None.
Okay.
Unless you
No scat.
no scat.
Um
Those are in it's probably cities. There's probably cities that dominate that, but no.
uh, Texas so it's just like a ranch hand? Just
It's
just a cowboy?
it's just panties.
Panties.
Panties. Panty porn.
Isn't that crazy? What goes on in these states that these people get these fetishes?
I don't know. And again, Texas, you would think Latino would make sense for Texas, or like if you look at Mississippi, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Louisiana, and then whatever's above Louisiana, it's all either black, BBW, big ass, or BBC.
Okay.
That's all the South is.
Yeah.
And then you get over to Texas, which you think would be similar, and it's just panties.
And Tennessee was what?
Strap on.
Strap on.
So, yeah, after you get past here, it's all black.
What's Kentucky?
Black. Kentucky is stepmom,
Stepmom.
which makes sense, dude. All them
West Virginia.
them rich horse ladies. West Virginia. I gotta look at a regular map to figure out where the fuck West Virginia is. I'm not good at There's some states where it's like, oh, you feel bad you don't know.
Oh, it don't tell you. Okay.
No, it just has the name of the particular category of the pornography. But it's okay. I could pull this up. Where is West Virginia? Okay. Let me take a look at that. I gotta get a little closer there. Hold on now. I got it. We'll figure it out. There it is. I see it. Now I see it. West Virginia is trans.
Is it?
They're the only one with it too. They're the only. I thought because trans porn, I read something that it's like there's been like a 773% increase. So that's why I looked up the map, because I was like, oh, it's got to be in every state. But it's West Virginia is the only one where it's like, oh, this is what we love.
It's but it is. It's like the more the forbidden, the more that it's a. I guess it's all a taboo, but it's right. The more forbidden, except for Texas, is just plain ass panties.
Panties. That's it.
Just panties.
There's not. I mean, the other ones are just kind of. There's like a leather. There's a hentai cartoon.
What's the leather? Is that Milwaukee? I feel like that's got to be a cold
Montana.
State. Yeah, some cold state. They want something warm while they're fucking.
Oregon's furries. So is Indiana.
That's a weird one.
What does PMV mean?
PMV?
Yeah. Oh boy, I don't want to look it up, but I will.
I will. I'll look it up.
Porn music video.
What?
That's what it means. It's a pornography.
Let's see what this is.
And it's, anyway, yeah, it's a porn music video. That's all it is. That's Ohio's favorite thing.
PMV.
PMV, Monty. Ohio loves watching porn music videos. Other than that, Alaska. What do you think Alaska is?
Alaska
and Hawaii are two pretty good ones too.
Um, the PMVs are like tick. Not it's not TikTok. Well, one of them is. They're more like split screen compilations. But I just wonder. All right. Anyways,
You're gonna
um,
start looking at porn. Yeah, we'll do Alaska and Hawaii, and then we got to
okay,
figure out something else to
Alaska,
talk about. This is kind of interesting.
Alaska. Oh, wow. Uh, so it's not leather
It's not leather.
and it's not the furries.
It's not the furries. Yeah, you're onto something, but no, those aren't it. There's something else that might keep you warm too. I'll say that.
Was it like candle wax?
No, no.
No,
It's
I'm out of ideas.
breast expansion.
Breast expansion?
Yeah, titties growing.
Why is all this? Why do we got to look up all this now?
I
Oh my
know, I know.
God.
I've
Why?
seen that before. It's like
Man,
remember the scene in Dude Where's My Car where the lady got real big and giant and her tits got bigger?
in what movie?
Dude, Where's My Car?
No.
You must have seen this movie,
I've
Marty.
seen it. I just don't remember that.
The fucking when they're trying to get the flux capacitor or whatever the fuck it is, you know? And the lady shows up and she's like an alien and they make her mad. She gets giant. And as she grows, everything on her body grows,
Oh, I
including her
do. Oh, yeah,
tits.
yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure would be an example of breast expansion.
Ah,
You
man,
looking it up?
did you know that my porn is very boring? After watching this, I think.
I don't think so. A music video would be uninteresting. I think Mormon porn is just like any porn. They're just going, "Hey, we're Mormons." It's like stepmom porn. They're going, "Oh, I'm your stepmom," you know? Because there isn't like it's like you said. There's not like scat. It's not like piss. Other than like Tennessee being strap on, New Jersey is femdom. Uh,
And
Michigan is sucking dick.
that's
Wisconsin
it.
Wisconsin is pegging. So other than that, it's all like most of it's taking place in the mind, you know?
Yeah,
It's like Asian porn is going to be the same thing as Latina porn. Latina porn is going to be the same thing as goth porn. Goth porn is going to be the same thing as Mormon porn. Mormon porn is going to be the same thing as big booty porn. It's going to be the same thing as fucking, uh, stepmom, BBC, big ass. It's all relatively the same.
yeah. The expansion is more of a fantasy thing.
Yeah, it's got to be titties growing out of control.
Yeah, it's like cartoons in 3D.
Except
Uh,
now women really do that to their
computer.
bodies.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
there's a lady named Allegra Cole. Have you ever heard of her?
yes, I know who you're talking about. She
Yeah,
plays the piano,
yeah. And now she has extremely
and
giant.
nobody cares that she plays the piano.
No, she just
She
has
has to throw that in her
absurdly giant tits. But it's like
absurdly.
they didn't start that way. She kept getting them bigger and bigger and bigger. So she's like a natural example, or not a natural example, but she's an example of that happening in real life.
Yeah,
It just doesn't happen in 15 seconds. It takes 10, 15 years to have your tits
yeah,
get.
yeah. That would be the only thing is like a time lapse, but that's not what's showing up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But to find that in the real world, I think
Yeah,
she's a good example of it. Ho-
she is. Like,
Hawaii, go ahead.
no, it's just yeah. Hers are ridiculously big.
Yeah,
Like I want to say they're 100 pounds a piece. I don't know. They're enormous, and
she
they're not even either. One's like down here, and I'm like, you had this done, and you couldn't get them to both be like one's a little bit droopier than the other one.
well, I think there's no muscle to hold them up at that point either. How do you even work out? But anyway, she used to look good
Yeah, she did.
before she got
Right.
everything done. There was
Yeah, she started doing her face. She did her butt. She's
yeah.
done. She wants to look completely fake.
We've
That's her, I think.
we've made women or the female body or whatever, the achievable look for women is like, it's all plastic and bought, and you can buy it off the shelf. You know what I mean? Everyone's doing the lip
Yeah.
injections and the Botox and the tits and the ass, and it's all like, and then dudes start doing it, and then everyone's like, well, what the fuck? And it's like, well, you made woman an outfit in a way we have, where it's all absurd. It's all oversized tits, oversized lips, oversized this, and anybody can do it.
Is it not fair that dudes should be able to do it?
No, I don't care. I'm just saying it's an outfit.
It is weird, but
we've made women, just being a woman, an outfit. Women did it to themselves by fucking getting all this shit done and doing makeup and getting their lips, and nothing ever being good enough. I don't think that's true. I think they are good enough, but they were sold an idea that they need to have makeup and this and that and the other and ruin their self-esteem, and then they sell them. You sell them the modern woman outfit, which is big lips, weird looking cartoon fucking eyes where your fucking eyelids don't fucking shut anymore or whatever it is. Everyone's got big fucking eyes nowadays. It's creepy.
Yeah.
It's fucking creepy.
And like Japan, that's the biggest operation, is those getting their eyes done like anime.
What is that?
I don't know. But it is. For them, it's anime. They want to look like a little anime girl. Yeah, if you used to look all over the world, I wonder, But anyways, I think we probably spent too much time on this as it is.
On what? We switched.
I don't know.
We were just talking now, and now you're getting insecure about it. All right, you shoot, Monty. What you got?
Well, saying that's the thing. Now I'm worried. I'm wondering what it is all over the world.
What do you mean?
What is the number one?
The number one porn category in the world?
All over the world, different countries.
We go down that route. That'd be fun.
Like if you was wanting to. Let's see.
Oh, bro.
How do you?
Some of them
it's always
rough. Some places.
Yeah, how do you even word that?
Top porn searches in the world. Top porn searches based on country.
Top 10. Here's one that come up. Top 10 most porn watching countries in the world.
Okay. America's number one, I'm pretty sure.
Let's see.
I haven't jacked off in 4 days, dude. This fucking conversation is getting me ready to, though. I'll tell you that much right now. I might not even wait till we're done. I might try and bust it with them quick. One of them silent van nuts that I used to bust in the parking lot of Planet Fitness and Kroger. Just real quiet, real short strokes. I'll do that real quick. Fucking horned up right now, dude. Gonna want some strap-on femdom.
Oh my!
Latina jacking off on a fleshlight porn.
Dude, you are so wrong on
India.
I don't know how correct this is. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, here, let's do this. Okay. Yes, it is the United States.
I knew it.
By a lot.
I know by a lot. I figured it was by a lot. I saw a map.
Yeah.
I saw a map few days ago.
By a lot.
Yeah.
But I think that's because we have internet more than any other country, I'd say.
No, I think it's because we're all broken.
All right, you want to guess what's number 2?
Because it's not like Canada. We have more internet than Canada. Or more internet than fucking Europe, you know what I mean? Everybody has the same internet nowadays. It's not like we have more of it and more accessibility to watch porn. We're just all fucked up so bad that all we do is fucking jack off and watch video games.
I think we have more internet than other countries, like house per house. But I don't know. So the United States, then guess what's next?
Man, I'm gonna say India again.
India is third.
India's third. Okay, so the third horniest. Who's the second horniest people?
Yeah.
outside of
but
the
it's
Americas.
not even close to the United States.
I
It's
didn't think so.
crazy. Pornhub's this is according to Pornhub's worldwide traffic. United Kingdom
Oh, the
is second.
UK. Okay, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. England. So it's all the white. It's the white, predominantly white, sad countries.
United States, United Kingdom, India, then Canada. Canada went down a notch. Now, this is
Ah,
2015. I'm just now seeing this is 2015. But anyways, Canada is below India in 2015. Germany, France, Australia, Italy, Brazil, Mexico, Russia, Japan. So, all right. Did you find?
I wasn't looking anything up. Well, you
Oh,
were
okay.
you were the
All
one.
right.
You're running with the ball that time, Monty.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. I got it. Let's
I
see.
mean, you don't have to. We don't have to keep. You don't have to keep looking up unless we're making a game out of it somehow. You're just looking up the top rated countries for porn right now.
Well, that's how I worded it. I said the number one porn in different countries,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so it just gave me who watches the most
We
porn,
were looking for
what
specifics
country,
of what country, what porn the
what.
U.S. as a whole watches.
How did you say to word it?
I said the number top rated category of porn by country. I think that's the good way. The more you give it, I probably look it up on Chat GPT real quick.
Here I got. Let's try this. The top searched porn by country. All right. Pornhub releases map of the world's porn interest. There you go.
That's what we're looking for, buddy.
Over the course of 2016, when did this come out? This is 2017. Anyways, we'll go with it. Let's see. Over the course of 2016, the world consumed a whopping 191,625,000 days of porn on Pornhub. That translates to 5,246 centuries worth of material. The United States counted for most porn watch per capita, with Iceland, the United Kingdom, Canada, and New Zealand rounding out the top five. That was 2017, so the chart flips a lot from year to year. From the time that 2015, India was third, Canada was fourth.
We
Now
stay number one though, baby.
we're gonna stay number one. Hell yeah!
It's because
We're a dirty, dirty, dirty country.
nah, it's just sad. We're just a bunch of sad men with no direction. That's what it
Well,
is. That's what it is.
uh,
If we don't
get this
value
though.
ourselves, so we just spend all day jerking off and not being happy. We're addicted to dopamine, and that's right where the elites want us. But anyway, continue, Monty.
So, all right, 2016 year in review. Most searched terms, United States, was stepmom, lesbian,
Mm-hmm.
stepsister,
Mm-hmm.
MILF,
Mm-hmm.
cartoon,
Mm-hmm.
ebony,
Mm-hmm.
lesbian scissoring.
Yeah.
What's it called whenever girls, what's it called?
Getting specific.
Yeah, yeah, scissoring. Like, don't give me none of that licking. We want to see some cunt bumping. What's that called, Casey? Are you listening to
The
me?
cunt bumping.
What's two girls doing it? It's called
Salmon slapping? That's one for it.
teen black mom threesome cream pie massage lesbian seduce straight big booty Latina. That's very specific.
I mean,
And
that's all there are.
oh, what's this one? Overwatch. What's that?
Does it say overweight?
It says Overwatch.
Oh, I don't know.
anal,
It sounds
hentai.
like a cucking sort of thing. Hentai is anime, but a different kind of
Listen
anime.
to this one. Celebrity sex tape. Oh, that's not what I thought it said at first. Never mind. And
Over
then bottom is Asian. And the
Overwatch.
Asian,
Overwatch is a video game, Monty.
I know.
That's the porn.
The porn is Overwatch video game.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So here you go.
She said that. I know, but it's well, you didn't. You
I know that Overwatch is a
yeah.
video game. I didn't know it was a porn video game.
Well, they made it.
Or they take the characters and make them into porn.
I think that's what it is.
Like they did The Simpsons.
Yeah. But that game specifically, I suppose.
I've never played it. So here's the category. All right. I got the world's top searches. United States and Canada is lesbian as of 2016.
Okay. This is pre-Trump.
Pre-Trump, pre-COVID. Then I guess that's Iceland.
I can't remember the last time I watched a lesbian porn. When's the last time you watched a lesbian porn?
What country's that?
I can't see.
I don't know how else to do it for you, buddy. Right there. Anyways, that's Iceland.
It's
maybe
backwards. It could be Norway, Sweden, Finland. Iceland's the island.
so. Okay. Australia is lesbian too. South America,
Boring.
most of South America, there's little pockets of lesbian, but most of South America is anal.
That sounds about right.
There's a pocket of teen and a pocket of ebony. Ooh,
They're very aggressive
Cuba?
people down there.
Cuba is teen. And then some of those little countries, Costa Rica or whatever, that's lesbian. Africa.
It's not rape, is it?
No, Africa's ebony.
Hmm.
That's all right.
Sounds like they're covering their tracks.
That's like South Africa region, Zimbabwe, all that down there, and then you get up towards like Egypt and where is that? Lebanon, all that stuff around in there. That goes back to anal. Them boys like anal, and they like Arab. They're in a little South America or Africa. Russia is anal. All of Russia. No pockets. No pockets. It's all anal for Russia.
Well, Russia's one country.
Well, yeah.
It's not a continent like South America or Africa.
Oh, there's a little pocket here in Africa. They like the BBWs. China.
All right. I gotta pee real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by Magic Mind. Listen, guys, I've been doing comedy for 10 years now, a whole decade. My biggest hill to climb in doing comedy has been locking in and just writing. Here's my problem. I feel like I'm the most creative in the morning, but it takes me so long to get going. And then if I drink coffee, I'm ready to go, but I'm all over the place, and I'll write for a little bit and then I'll get distracted and do something else. This Magic Mind thing, it's beautiful and has changed my mornings entirely, ladies and gentlemen. I drink the Magic Mind before the coffee, and now I'm settling in and I'm writing. Not only am I writing comedy now, I'm just writing to write. Free writing. Finding out how I feel. Finding out who I am. Putting a book together now. That's all because of Magic Mind helping me out in the morning. So do yourself a favor. Use the promo code JOE, Joe at checkout, and get yourself 20% off your Magic Mind, all right? There's a link in the description. Just go over to magicmind.com/Joe Kelley. There might be a comedy at the end of that too. But use the promo code Joe and get yourself 20% off, all right? Let's get back to the podcast. You're still there, Monty.
That's a poop, Joe. That wasn't a pee.
I didn't even pee.
You didn't even pee?
I rolled a spliff and got something to drink. Nah, I lied. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Monty.
Why?
Because I wanted to take a break.
Why didn't you just say?
Because I figured taking a pee would be easier than going, hey, I'm going to go roll a spliff. I was going to let you know when I came back. I just figured telling you that I had to pee because I was tired of hearing what you were talking about was an easier thing to do than go, hey, I'm going to go roll a spliff and get a drink.
All right. You brought up this whole thing. So I just, anyways, lesbians. That seems to be lesbians and anal.
I was just bringing up the states.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to go bigger.
I see that. It's all sort of generic stuff.
Yeah, it is.
You'd think it'd be more. You think there'd be crazier places out there. But it also is nice to know that maybe people aren't as crazy as they seem. Because you think there'd be some country out there that would be like, hey, we're looking at fucking cow fucking or something like that. But they're not. Everyone's just jacking off to their stepmoms.
Well, I think Pornhub has some standards on what they allow on there. But if you'd like to allow everything on there, I'd be interested to see.
We need dark web statistics.
Well, I'm not even typing that in.
No, don't do it. five more minutes on the podcast, or the fucking cop showing up.
Yeah, door kicked in.
You got 2 dead dogs all of a sudden.
If that happened.
But lesbian and anal.
You don't hear about swatting too much anymore. Remember then that was all the fucking, when all the rage was people playing video games and people calling the cops on them. Did you ever watch any of those? It's called swatting. You'd be playing like Call of Duty or something like that, and somebody you were playing with, they'd find like your IP address or they'd pinpoint your location. And they'd call in like a bomb threat or some shit like that and put it on you. So you're live streaming on Twitch, and then a bunch of fucking full SWAT team members just come barging in your fucking house. You've never seen any of those?
No.
Oh man.
That is.
Do you know that kid Aiden Ross at all?
No.
He's like a Twitch streamer. He's a very popular one right now, but it's happened to him like 3 or 4 times.
3 or 4 times.
Yeah, he's also a millionaire from playing video games. But yeah, so people like to fuck with him. But yeah, they call it.
After the second time, they'll be like, "Wait a minute, we've already been here twice and kicked in this dude's door."
It's anonymous tips, and because he's gotten more money, he's bought new houses. I think there was one that happened like right after or shortly after he moved into a new place. I could be completely wrong about that and just making it up. But yeah, he's had different houses, so they just swat the other house. It's so fucked up.
Yeah,
it's so fucked up. I don't know if anybody's been killed that way. I'm surprised you haven't heard it since you're so into like gaming and shit like that.
No.
It is funny to watch, kinda.
No, what they're doing right now is they're hacking some of these big streamers' accounts and just taking them off. You know, like so if their whole making a living is doing Call of Duty, these hackers are hacking into them and they get them kicked off Call of Duty like permanently, and so their whole livelihood, they're ruining it like that. People are mean. I don't understand.
Are the streamers that's happening to, are they dicks or anything?
I don't know. I got a couple of guys that I watch, and but they're not really streamers as much as they are just giving information, tips, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. So I don't like watch anybody that's playing whenever I could be playing. You know,
I like that. Right. It's a very alpha standpoint.
Yeah, okay.
If it was going to be playing video games, it's going to be me. I ain't going to watch. That's fucking lame. You guys out there fucking watching video games, dude? I'm 50. Yeah. I play them. I'm like a man.
Why would you do that? I mean, it's right here. Why don't you just turn yours on and play it instead of watching somebody else play theirs?
That's such a weird existence, man. Watching people.
But it's like kids watching other kids play with toys. That's a big thing on YouTube. Those videos, kids love watching other kids play with toys, and I'm just like, you've got probably a living room full of toys. Why don't you just? But it's weird what we get fascinated with.
It's like it's a hypnosis. It's almost like it's hypnotizing in a way.
Yeah, people opening presents. That's a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's kind of sad.
It is.
Imagine Christmas morning. Christmas morning. It's all right. Pull up the YouTube video of the Yule log. We're gonna watch a Yule log, and then we're gonna watch the neighbors open up their presents on their Ring camera. Because we ain't got nothing.
I got nothing.
Well, then it goes back to the porn thing too, because that's just you're just watching other people having fun.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
Instead of doing it yourself, but.
Well, that's probably harder for other people to just go get a lady and start doing her.
Yeah.
So.
Well, some people are no good. Some people are no good at video games, I guess too.
That's true. That's true. Maybe they don't have a video game. They gotta watch somebody else play one.
But still, if like instead of giving the dude $10 a month to watch him play video games, save for a couple of years, then you can. I mean, you could buy the old system, but you can still buy a system
and play something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but it goes back to maybe the porn thing is, that's why it's like anal is number one. Maybe they can't. They can't have anal with their partner, so they have to watch somebody else get it.
Well, that's just one of those. It's one of those things where it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Right.
I think.
Right. Do it. Just slip it in.
Oh, it's already in.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, and then it stops. It don't hurt that long, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Just hold her down till it. Oh my God, this is probably.
Well, I've been with a couple of ladies who asked for it, and then there's other ones who would want it but would never instigate it. We'd like talk about it, but it would never be on the table. And they're like, "No, I just want you to fuck. I just want you to fuck me in the ass." No, they just want you to do it.
Oh,
and just don't even mention it. You just shove it their ass.
They don't even want to know it's coming.
No, they like yeah.
So that's like opening presents. They wanted a surprise. It's all connected, dude.
It all is. It's so weird. We're all deprived. We're trying to fill the void that we all have inside us with something, and it's. Watching because my niece will do that too. She watches this. She's got a couple channels she watches. Some of them do like almost like sketches with their parents sort of thing. But then she watches a thing where it's just kids playing with toys, and it's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Same thing with cops. With cops wasn't any different. Watching people have fun getting arrested. Bunch of pussies not getting arrested yourself. Could be out there having some fun.
You could be out there doing it.
Running from the cops, living life, but no, you want to sit at home and fucking watch them.
That is my guilty pleasure, is watching cop chases. And it never occurred to me, Joe, till now, thank you, I could be the one in the cop chase.
You do. You get pulled over a lot. Isn't there a party every time those lights hit where you're like, I should just fucking gun it?
No, but you're going to put that in my head now.
Dude, I think about it. I do. I never would. I don't have a fast enough car.
You do think about it?
Or the driving skills. But yeah, it's like, man, if I just fucking... Because what if I do get away? That's cool. That's a cool story. There's fucking 99% chance I won't.
Yeah.
I'll fucking step on the gas and then have a change of heart, or I'll wreck or something. Or I just don't. I drive a fucking Equinox, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're going to get you. I just don't see how nowadays you even get away with it. Even if they stop chasing you, which they will. They stop chasing you. But that's only because they already got your tag. And so they'll just come and get you later.
Well, I watch a lot of motorcycle chases, and I don't know if it's the same way with like people like sports cars and supercars and shit like that. But a lot of motorcycles just have a fake tag.
Oh,
They have like an old tag, an expired tag. They have a dealer tag or something like that. I've seen a dude get pulled over and his insurance was in his like seat compartment or whatever. So he had to get his registration
yeah.
or whatever out to give to the cops. And as he undoes it, his fucking real tag is in there too. So the cops go, well, "What's that?" And
Oh,
he goes, "No, this is my real tag, the one that's on I got from the dealer, and I don't have the right tools to get it off. This, that, and the
oh,
other." So that's how they get away with running is they have fake tags. So I wonder if like supercars are if you have a fucking vet or something like that,
yeah,
if it's the same way, or if you know that you're gonna run from the cops, maybe you have a fake license plate.
yeah. I watched a dude on a dirt bike just to instigate cops to come chase him, and then he's cutting through baseball fields and in between houses and stuff, and then it's all about just getting away because then he'll go back out onto like the main streets, and drive around till another cop finds him again so he can run. And he's on a dirt bike, so he gets away. But that's just like his day. Is just instigating cops to come chase him and then see if he can get away.
It seems so fun. You ever play Grand Theft Auto?
Hell yeah,
It's the same thing. You get that
yeah,
fucking that wanted rating up, and then you take off.
yeah,
But we don't have enough
yeah,
sack to do it in real life.
yeah. Well, I, that's so funny. If you watch a police chase, just to sit there and think that guy's getting like 5 years. As soon as they catch him, that's 5 years. But
Maybe
surely.
you think evading's 5 years?
I think all the violations that they'll throw on top of it, like if somebody was on the sidewalk and you went driving by, they'll like, oh, that's attempted murder. And all the stop signs and red lights and the near misses that you did, they'll just pile all that up and make it, which would normally probably maybe be only a ticket, but
This if it's a Class C felony, which I guess evading arrest in Tennessee is, it's 3 to 15 years.
so 3 years at best.
Maybe it's up to a $10,000 fine too. So maybe if it's your first time, maybe they just fucking because like if that's your way, if you're just having fun, if you didn't really commit a crime, if you're just having fun running from the police, why should you be locked up with people who have shot people and rob banks and shit like that? Like you're not the same. You're just trying to have a little bit of fun
Right.
running from the
But it's just
cops.
like people selling weed, they're locked up for it's
That's
not violent. It's not a violent crime,
I
but they're
think
locked up
I
for
think all those people should be thrown thrown the book at.
bunch of
It's the
potheads.
worst kind of criminal out there is people who,
Throw 'em, throw
especially
'em all.
especially like fucking moms who they work a job all the time, then they sell a little weed on the side to
Oh
take their
man.
kid on vacation a couple times a year. So those ladies are the fucking worst, dude.
That you got to do like we did and sell chow chows to go on vacation.
Dogs?
Yeah,
You sold dogs?
yeah.
Like you,
I've talked about it, but it's like however many dogs we sold through the year is how far we got to go on vacation. So a good year,
I don't think we've talked about this, Monty.
yeah. So a good year, we got to go to like Panama City if we got some good litters and we sold them all.
That's not even
We
that
get
far
to
from
go.
Tennessee.
No, but that's a good, you know,
You get to go 7 hours. What was
drive
this?
7 hours.
What was the shortest one? Fucking Gatlinburg.
Now you go to Howard Johnson's still in town. They got a pool. They
Just-
got a pool. We didn't even get to stay at the Howard Johnson's. You just went over there and you told them, uh, Mom say if anybody asks, we're staying in room 108.
how many?
But everybody went.
How many dogs do you sell to not stay in the Howard Johnson?
Oh, I don't know, but we had a whole litter that died one time, and so we didn't get to go. I think that was the Howard Johnsons. But usually, if we sold like three or four, because we had two females and we had one male, and so we might get, I don't know, 4 litters in a year out of them. I think maybe, I don't know. I was a kid, But so 4 liters, and at the time, chow chows were pretty hot. This is probably the late '80s, and everybody loved a chow chow. So I don't know. I don't know what they were charging. Say $300. I don't know, but yeah, it's a good chunk of change. If you get six dogs out of a litter.
1,500, 1,800. You do that four
Yeah.
times a year, that's $6,000.
Yeah. Well, not all of that went to vacation, but
Sure, I'm sure some of it went to bills and
yeah,
upkeep
went to
upkeep on the moonshine fucking
yeah,
extractor.
up, upkeep on the manor.
What's that mean?
The manor?
Yeah, the manor. Oh, the house?
Yeah, the house.
Oh,
The estate.
yes, yes, yes.
The estate. I asked a realtor lady one time, I was like, can I call my house an estate? And she goes, sure. So it's an estate.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is to be a manor or an estate.
it's a real estate.
It's a state.
Isn't a manor a type of an estate?
I think the manor is the manor, the house, the residence, and then the estate is the land.
I have no idea, Monty.
Okay. Well, I'm tired of looking up stuff, so we're going to go with that. Right?
You worked in real estate. You should know these things.
No, I worked in insurance.
Ah, same difference. Did you ever deal with real estate insurance?
I mean, any house is, I guess, real estate,
So there you go. You should know that.
but nobody called it.
You should be teaching me things.
Yeah, but nobody called me and said, I need you to come and take pictures of my estate. Nobody said that.
Did anybody ever ask for manor insurance?
No,
It's probably all real estate insurance.
just property insurance.
Property. See,
Property. Yeah. Yeah, it's property.
you sold insurance. You've sold dogs. And,
Yeah.
and now you work on a fucking bus. You live.
North
You found how. Tell the people how you ended up to be able to live your dream. How'd you go from selling insurance to living the dream, Monty?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. But before that, I worked in factories. I just worked in factories for I worked at Pepsi for a while. We were loading trucks. I worked at uh, a sporting good manufacturer, made helmets and football pads and cleats, gloves.
Were you a button or a lever guy?
No, I was the tow motor driver.
The tow motor driver. So you
Tow motor.
towed the back of trucks to the loading dock.
The forklift.
You
No,
towed.
I was the forklift in the warehouse.
You drove the forklift. So once the boxes got loaded, you'd pick them up
Well,
with a forklift.
Well, we were receiving, so we unloaded the trucks and then
Okay.
put them up on shelves, organized them, and all that. And then there was a shipping, and they loaded the trucks. That was a different department. But yeah, I worked at a place that made the cruise control for Dodge trucks, little cruise control module, and I worked on this. It was a ultrasonic welder, and I had to wear these little because you dipped it in looked like cum, and which was funny because you wore these little finger condoms. So your fingers, not gloves, just little finger condoms.
Yeah.
Because you're sticking your fingers in the lube to weld this. They're like rivets that they would weld this plastic pieces together. But you had these little finger condoms, and you dipped it into the lube, into the cum, and then you use this machine to ultrasonic weld it. All of that to get to here right now.
Yeah. You
Talking
used
to
to be.
you.
You'd think ultrasonic welding would be a profitable career path.
Yeah, you'd think that's like you'd have to go to school for that.
Yeah.
And they're like, They were like, no, here's where you're working today, Monty. And that was it.
It also seems like something you'd stick with. It seems like a
It
unique
was,
skill to have.
no, the machine just, it was a press that went.
Would you say you need more qualification to do comedy on a bus than you do to do supersonic speed welding?
Uh, you got to have more persistence to do comedy on a bus. Maybe you got to be stupider.
But I'm just saying, if anybody can dip their fingers in fucking cum and do supersonic welding or whatever it is, there's no way that the amount of people who could do that could do comedy on the bus.
Maybe I'm just special, Joe.
I think
You
that's
know?
what I'm trying to get at, Monty.
Oh,
You've
okay.
been through all this trial and
I'm a
tribulation of busting your hump and
right,
working dead end jobs where you needed absolutely no skill to do it all, even though it sounds
right.
like you did. And now
No.
you're out there 3 days a week fucking killing it.
Yeah. Well,
Living the dream.
yeah. It's weird how where life takes you. You
Yeah.
know, you started off in Maui,
Ah,
from Detroit, from Flint, worse than Detroit, Flint, and ended up in Hawaii. I mean, how does that even happen? You went from the frozen tundra
yeah.
of poison water
Yeah.
to a
Paradise.
beautiful paradise.
Paradise.
That's unreal. And I
Traded.
bet you nobody else in your city has ever done that. In the history of Flint, I bet
Uh,
nobody's ever went to Hawaii and lived.
I don't know. I don't know. You might be making some sense, but I really don't know. I can't confirm or deny that.
But if you was a kid, what did you want to do when you was a kid?
Oh man, many things. There's a point in time where I wanted to be a police officer on a motorcycle. And
Yep.
then I wanted to play sports of some kind or be a professional wrestler.
So whenever you was a little kid, you wanted to be a police officer.
I did when I was very young, yeah.
I wanted to be a truck driver.
Hell yeah. Honest, good to hard working livings, you know?
Dad lived in Nashville and we lived in Cookville, and he would come get me every other weekend. And Dad taught me every truck on the road just by looking at it coming at us in the other lane. I could tell you from the headlights what that truck was. Oh, that's an International. That's a Mack. That's a White. That's a Freightliner. That's a Peterbilt. I could do it. Just he taught me just every from the headlights, from the grill. I could tell you what that truck was. And then that's like, I want to be a truck driver. I want to be a truck driving preacher is what I wanted to be.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Take Sundays off, but not really.
Gotta be home on weekends, preach my congregation.
Yeah, that's prime driving time.
Yeah.
You get
Could
more
be.
you
Yeah,
get
that would
you get more hours in on the weekend because not as many
yeah.
people are on the road.
Well, I didn't think it out that much, Joe.
Yeah, I
You
mean
know.
you could still there was whenever I moved out of my van into a place in Atlanta, one of the neighbors, he was a truck driver. And he was like, "You should buy your own fucking truck. Think about it, dude. You get out there, you pick up a load, you take it somewhere, you set up some shows. You take a load, you drop the load off, you do some shows, you pick up
This
another
has
load,
been
and you
since
drive somewhere
this has
else."
been since you started comedy.
Yeah, that he was
That he
suggesting me
told you
being
you
a
should be
truck
a truck
driver.
driver.
My uncle was a truck driver for a little bit. He was
Dave?
he was truck. He was still a truck driver, but he just drove. He still bitched about it like it was hard work. He used to drive long hauls, and then he got a job driving from the manufacturing plant in Flint to the assembly plant, which is like a mile and a half away from each other. And he'd just back the truck up, sit, wait for people to load it up, and then he'd drive it over there, wait for them to unload it. And he'd just do that all night. And he's like, "This is just too much work for me." So he took an early retirement.
Well, I think there was back in the 70s and stuff, there was some kind of uh romanticizing about truck drivers. There was something, because it was Smokey and the Bandit. There was a movie called Convoy. There was something about people loved truck drivers then, a CB, something about, it was cool.
It's an
And
open
you think about
road.
it now, Yeah, I mean, but if you look at it now, we travel the interstate, we travel a lot. You see how stupid people are, and there's no uh, ethics. And to be a truck driver, you nearly have to be a nun. Your patience have to be because if I could see if I had a 20-ton semi truck and people have just been cutting me off all day, there's going to be a point where that one guy does it, and I'm just going to plow right into him.
Yeah.
Going to push him into the median. You know, I don't know how they don't do it. It's just
And they get pulled over all the time. You think about the most,
they get
as
fucked
far
with.
as interstates go, the most people I've seen pulled over have been truck drivers.
Yeah,
You're
they
missing
get
the
fucked
way
with.
station. You didn't get your fucking rear axle checked, and
Yeah,
so we gotta write you a fucking fine.
I got to see your
Meanwhile,
book.
we're drunk. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
Fucking.
yeah. Blow right past them. Blow right past them.
We're drunk. This other guy, he's fucking beating his kids in the back seat with a gun and shit like that. But it's like,
Yeah,
let's make sure we get this fucking guy trying to get to Walmart because, if he makes it within the next 30 minutes, he doesn't have to do it. He doesn't, because they have limits that you can only drive so many hours. So sometimes it's
yeah,
like, I could finish this drive in 45 minutes, but I only have 30 minutes left. And if I get caught doing that, I'm fucked. So you know what
yeah,
I mean? So maybe you push on it a little bit. You're just trying to make that fucking last stop so you can not deal
yeah,
with shit tomorrow. And then here
yeah.
comes the fucking statey with nothing else to do going, oh, you fucking go, you pass there on the right. You know what I mean? Poor
Meanwhile,
bastards.
somebody's blew past you and they've got fentanyl in the trunk and just having a good time.
Goddamn illegal. Goddamn illegals, Monty. We
Oh
can listen. We
man.
can just be. I love Mexicans. I love the Latino people. I love the Latin people. But the border is just fucking wide open nowadays, ain't it? I'm not a big border guy. I'm not a political guy, but it does seem that I've just seen stuff on Twitter where people are like, let's go to the border now. And it does seem like it's just wide the fuck open.
Well, somebody brought it up though. What if we didn't have any borders? What if we didn't? What if we could come and go out of Canada and Mexico as we pleased? You know, we would still set up tribes. We'd still be with people of our likeness,
Yeah.
Everybody does it. There's Chinatown
Yeah.
and
I'm
people
not
want to
moving.
be
I'm like not moving to Canada because it's difficult. It's because I don't want to be there.
right.
So it's not like people are just going to flood into, unless, you're going to have a lot of people seeking, I mean, I don't know, because it's like you got to figure out how to, if you're coming from a worse place than like a Canada or America, you got to make a long trip. People aren't going from like Wisconsin to go to goddamn Windsor or whatever it is to go, oh, a better life over here, you know?
Windsor, Windsor,
Windsor, Canada. It's right across.
Windsor,
It's
Canada.
right across the bridge from Detroit. I guess you could maybe make that argument. I mean, people from Detroit would probably be flooding fucking Windsor.
You think?
I mean, Detroit's in shambles, dude.
Oh, that's where the Ford motor came from. You get a 351 Cleveland or a 351 Windsor. And I think
Oh
the
no shit.
Windsor, one of them was better than the other. So like you always look, I can't remember which one was better. So somebody's like, "Oh, it's a Cleveland." You definitely want the Cleveland over the Windsor, but it might have been the Windsor was better than the Cleveland. But that's
Why?
crazy.
Why did
So
they?
they only made the 351 in two different places. And so
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay,
Cleveland, Ohio and Windsor, Canada,
they weren't different types of engines or vehicles. It was just where they were assembled.
where they were made was better. So maybe it was the Windsor.
I go with Cleveland, dude.
You go with Cleveland?
I think so because Cleveland was like Cleveland's very much like a Flint, Detroit, one of those fucking
It's a working class.
Rust Belt cities who have no hope. So I figured they'd probably build a good car, which there is. We can talk about the working class. Let's talk about illegal immigration and the working class, Monty. What happened to the working class in this country? Doesn't exist anymore.
fucking parents raising their kids to think they deserve goddamn trophies for every fucking thing.
Well, yeah, but that was our parents too. Those were the boomers. They were raised that way. That's why they raised us that way.
Just to have better than they have, but not to have a fucking handout.
Well, also
Well,
everything is becoming automated as well. No one skilled jobs have all been looked down upon. Like driving a big rig is looked down upon as if you're stupid, but it really takes a lot of maneuvering in geography to be able to fucking maneuver one of those fucking things around. But everyone's like, oh, I make fucking ads on TikTok, so I'm smarter than a truck driver. There's no bricklayers. There's no fucking welders. You know what I mean? There's no
labor. They're taught that if they don't have a college education, they're worthless.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no pride in being blue collar. Everybody thinks they need to be a white collar worker now.
Well,
So,
in the downside of there aren't a lot of blue collar jobs that are, a lot of industry and a lot of those blue collar, those union jobs just don't exist anymore either.
right.
They've all went
Well,
overseas. It's a double-edged sword in a way.
but if you become like a plumber, electrician, mechanic, you're gonna do well for yourself. But they're
Yeah.
not taught that.
Yeah.
Those people make really good money now,
Well,
and they're worth it. I mean, if you're good at it.
even like, okay, think about what if you became a mechanic what if you did all the mechanical shit when you went to mechanical classes when you were 16, you went to a mechanical trade when you were 18, so you spent 4 years doing it whenever you were 18, 1964, whenever the fuck it was, and you were trying to be a mechanic in today's world, like everything you know about cars from the 60s, the 70s, or the 80s is just about useless in today's car world. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So let's say you become a full-time mechanic. You're 22. It's 1990. You're 40. You're 43 now,
But
and you're
you
just
got
about
you
useless.
like on that anything that any of that you got to do your continuing ed and everything. But all that mechanic stuff, that's going to be hands on. And as they come out with new formats, a new engine and all that stuff, these guys, they're either learning it as they do it, or I'm not sure, maybe they have to go to a class for a day and say, here's what we changed, but everything's basically the same. So you just get, I'd say the biggest challenge for mechanics now is technology. Well, all the new technology that's coming in
Yeah,
there,
that
because
too, and also,
the mechanics of it are still the same.
well, even like manufacturers of cars, they got fucking weird ass, some obscure fucking 8-sided lug nut that you need a special tool to have, which most people don't even have.
Yeah, that's that, and they do that on purpose.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So
German
if you're
cars,
just a regular guy with a fucking ratchet set
yeah,
who's been changing oil, come into my garage, I'll change your oil. It's no big deal. $20. Been doing it for 30 years. And all of a sudden
yeah.
I'm going to come up with my 2023 Nissan, and you need a goddamn Starfish screwdriver to get the fucking lug nut off. You're gonna be like, well,
Well,
what the fuck?
not only that, you got to reset the oil
Yeah,
thing, and I don't know what that
everything.
takes to do that, to
It's like
reset.
push the gas pedal, pump the
Yeah,
brake
it's
3 times, some shit like that now.
yeah, ignition on, and I don't know. But like, I don't know if they just hook it up to a computer and they're like, oil is changed, and then boom. But the shade tree mechanic doesn't have that anymore,
Do you ever
and
think?
they've done that on purpose.
Do you ever think
They
about
booted that guy out.
how useless you're gonna be in like 15 years?
What with like the bus?
Just life in general. Just think about how it's difficult enough keeping up with technology and everything that's coming out. And I'm sure it was for our parents too. But I think about like in 15 years, dude, I'm going to be useless in the
You think
eyes of the world.
you think AI? You think AI will be a better joke writer than?
I'm just saying I won't have a good grasp of anything that's going on around me.
No, you will.
I
I
don't
mean,
think
look,
so. I don't think
you've
so.
already. It's a little bit. It's in you. It's in you. You already are doing it.
Ugh, I am part computer. I'm part machine.
It's no.
But I'm not getting into VR
But you don't
stuff.
want. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not getting no chips put in me.
no, but
That was the
I
thing with the
they'll
vaccine, dude.
always.
If
It's
they
just like cars going to electric. There's a lot of people that doesn't like that. The new, all your Dodges, these the Hellcat and the Demon and all that. This is the end. This is the last year of it. And
That's
Pete,
terrible.
see,
It's terrible
see,
news.
and there's going to be people that can't accept that. There's going to be always people that want some gas over the electricity, over the electric. You want to hear that motor. You want to feel that rumble,
Well,
and they're not going to accept it. And I hope there's always a manufacturer out there that makes a gasoline motor because there's always going to be people that want it. But, Dodge is going to do away with it. So I don't know. I don't know. But I think there's always going to be people like, you remember, have you ever watched iRobot?
no. With
Will
Will
Smith.
Smith? Nah, I don't watch
But
Will
anyways,
Smith movies.
everything drives itself. All the cars are electric. They drive themselves. But like in his garage, he has a motorcycle that's all analog. There's no, it's just straight up a street bike. And uh, there's always going to be that guy, even if they're born 20 years from now. There's gonna be a huge amount of the population that still wants a gas powered vehicle. There will be. It'll be vintage by then. It'll be a novelty, but there'll be those people that want that.
Do you think it might be looked so down upon that I think there's a possibility that it won't?
Oh, it could be.
Because rather than, people still want to feel that motor, but shame in society is a much, people will give up a lot of themselves and their own desires for the sake of not feeling shameful to a group of people who really don't give a shit about them, I think.
I don't know. I think if it's hard to find, especially like say there's no more gas stations. There's no more gas stations.
Nah.
This guy is out driving a gasoline motor. How does he do it? Where does he get the gas? This guy's a legend. People are going to celebrate that guy.
No, they will send the Gestapo for him and eliminate him entirely.
There will be people that do try.
No, it'll be easier than ever. We're already snitching on ourselves nowadays.
Yeah, they'll video him.
You used to have to worry about the
video
cops.
him, put him on the TikTok.
Let everybody
look
know.
at this guy that doesn't even give a shit about the environment.
Yep. And then they'll find him. They'll find. And that's the other thing too. Even if you got the, even.
But there's always going to be us though that root for that guy, that want him. Yeah. There's always going to be us.
Until I change
20
my
years
mind.
from now, there's always going to be us that's like, hell yeah, that's badass. And just do the black smoke into the sky. Hell yeah.
We'll see. I certainly
Just
hope
a little
so.
bit of rebel.
I think the rebel's a lost art nowadays.
Yeah, they'll shame you. They'll get you on video and put you on the social media. But
Greta Thunberg out there on a fucking electric scooter chasing you down. You're ruining my future.
But for everybody that is trying to shame you, there are that many people behind you going, hell yeah.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No way. There's way less behind you.
Nah.
Anything.
They might not be public about it, but they're probably sending you a DM.
Anything that's cool. Anything that's cool, less people are supporting you than are against you.
Well,
it's got to be for it to be cool. If it was, it wouldn't be cool. If everybody had your back, it wouldn't be fucking cool. You got to show everybody that it is cool. And then once they all start liking you, then it's not cool no more.
Yeah. Then you start driving electric. You're like,
yeah.
That was.
Yep. Start driving electric cars, watching the strap-on porn. Like a good little Tennessee boy.
Oh my God. I think that's a perfect place to end this. I mean, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect.
I don't know. Okay.
You cannot come out with a better closer than that.
Let's do that then. Hey.
All right.
We made it through. Thanks for coming on the podcast once again, Monty.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you got going on? Anything good? Anything you're trying to do with your life that you want to let the people know about? Anything fun coming up? People keep their eyes on you, wondering what you got going on.
No, it's good. Everything's good.
Monty's gonna have new TikTok videos. He's gonna be a handyman. He's gonna make TikTok videos coming up real soon. I forget his name, but he's gonna be the TikTok. Start live streaming the bus. Start doing something.
Yeah.
Something. Anything.
I took my little remote control truck out for the first time in probably a month. But then it started it was gonna rain, so I had to hurry up and come back in.
Well, yeah, of course you did. You fucking numbskull playing with a goddamn toy truck. Get a real truck. Then nobody with a real truck comes in from the rain, Monty.
That's true.
I don't even drive a fucking real truck, and I'll stay out in the rain. Will your truck get ruined if it gets wet?
Mm-mm.
It won't. Just you. God damn it, Monty.
I'd get cold. I don't want to be cold, Joe.
It's fucking
that's way more pitiful.
That's fucking heartbreaking.
Some dude holding a little remote control truck, just shivering.
I'm cold.
With raindrops coming down his face.
Did your truck die?
No, I'm cold.
And I'm gonna be 50 in 2 weeks. It's like, oh, what the hell? It's okay. It's just we're the same. We're the same as everybody else watching people play video games and all that shit. You know. You're trapped in. We just want to feel a little bit of nostalgia because life is hard, and when it was a kid, it wasn't so hard. So we want to keep doing the things we were doing as a kid.
I guess.
I think that's a lot of it. I could be wrong.
We didn't have any money. I always wanted a remote control.
Yeah.
Car.
And now that you got a
We
little
didn't
money.
have any money.
You're like, fuck,
and
man,
now
I'm going to live out my childhood dream.
I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Whenever I get a real wrestling belt, like one that's made out of real metal, that's when I'll be feeling the same thing that you are. Because that's the only real thing I've ever really wanted in life is a wrestling belt.
Is that possible?
Yeah, you can get them made. But that's also the thing where it's like I could get one for like $200, but I want to earn it. Oh, you
want to earn it?
I want to somehow get a belt. Yeah. But I can't just buy one. And then once that happens, I'm pretty sure I will just fucking you'll never see me again. This whole comedy thing, every aspiration is just to get a wrestling belt.
So do you think? Because David Arquette done it.
He did do it. Nobody likes him though. I don't care if people like me. I just want a fucking belt.
Well, nobody liked. What was the other dude from Saturday Night Live that did it?
It doesn't have to be because of wrestling. Andy Kaufman.
Andy Kaufman did it really good.
He never won a belt.
He did it really good.
He wrestled women.
Yeah.
And then got in it with Jerry Lawler. But it doesn't have to be from actually wrestling. It could be from like fucking a cornhole tournament or something like that. Or it could just be someone just gives me one and go, hey, you're the best guy ever. And I go, oh, fucking, okay. I just can't buy one. I have to earn it somehow.
Somebody has to give you a belt.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I won't keep it out in the rain either.
And here's the thing. I don't think you get belts for cornhole.
You can.
They don't give belts. They give trophies.
It depends on the cornhole tournament.
I have never seen a tournament. Nobody gives belts except for wrestling.
No, they do it for beer, like beer offs or whatever. I've seen a lot of those. They have one in Denver. They have the Denver Comedy Championship. They have a lot of different belts. That's what I'm saying. You can just buy a belt and go, this is our fucking Brad Sativa has one from his fantasy football league.
What's most practical that you'll be able to get a belt doing? What would be the beer drinking?
No, none of that stuff. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Cornhole.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't figured out the route I want to take to win one.
We know it ain't comedy.
Oh, you're just taking a joke from your woman.
It'd be.
They done a fake belt.
I still got the Red Eye Comedy Championship, of course.
All right.
I'll win it one day. That's all that matters.
That's the thing with the with comedy gives you a lot more opportunities for people to say, "Hey, Joe, come out here and see if you can be the pig wrestling champion of Iowa
You trying to get me to
State Fair."
wrestle some pigs, Monty?
I'm
Listen,
just saying it
listen,
could
buddy.
be anything.
I ain't got to leave town to wrestle no pig, all right?
It could be that would be, but as you get to be a celebrity, you could it the doors are open for you. Pig wrestling. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you do some kind of beauty contest in Montana.
Get a
Some kind of hairy man contest.
get a belt for being a hairy man. The best hairy
Yeah,
man there's ever been.
maybe.
Maybe I'll just buy one so I don't have to worry about any of this.
No, you can't buy one, you said. You
I
got
know
to
I
earn it.
can't. I know I can't. I could have bought one years ago. I still haven't. I just don't have it in me.
What if you made it? What if you melted the metal and everything?
I wouldn't do all that.
That would be earning it.
I wouldn't do all that though.
And then you grinded
I feel
out
like
the
I'd have to give it to somebody.
you grinded it out and made it all ornamental.
Yeah.
You had to wear like an apron, like a blacksmith apron, and you sweated. Maybe you busted your finger and you bled on it too. You earned it that way.
I just wouldn't do all that.
Well, not with that attitude.
I'm just not good. I can't. I need some of your fucking supersonic welding or whatever it is. You make one for me.
It's gonna look like the cruise control module for a Dodge Ram truck.
I'll take that. That'd be a unique, one of a kind belt.
Yeah, it'll have little wires hanging out of it, a little black box.
I'll take it.
All right,
It'll be fun.
I'll put Joe world champion on it.
I love it. Hey, thanks for doing
Hey,
the podcast, Monty.
thanks for having me, Joe.
You're
Let's do
welcome.
it again.
Anytime. Anytime.